Tennessee Titans. EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Now the young man was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Phillip Lindsay. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously cost one.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Flacco. It's caught by Bryant. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
At the 39-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Passing play, Flacco. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Derrick Henry. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Mariota. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Flacco. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go, defense. Gun. It's our time.
Setting up the throw, Flacco. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. Third and long for Joe Flacco. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19, and an unlikely first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Titans' 28-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On second down, a run with Lindsey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He completes this to Sutton. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 6-0 our score after 1. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Back to it after the pick 6. Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first question. But let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Hey, Wayne. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yo.
3rd down. Flacco from the gun. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Tight go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds Corey Davis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
First down, Tennessee.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Mariota gives to Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. One. 45.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. They will find Davis. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th. They'll run forward with Henry. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Flacco. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Flacco off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play? Exact play to dial up.
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Check Mike 45. Rap. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Watch the run.
From the 16, Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
45, Mike, 45. Me and you all day. One. I'm coming after you. 45.
Mariota from the gun on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Cody Sensabaugh. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Check. Three. 4-7 to Mike. Watch the screen.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Rip right.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? He's got his tight end, Jake Bunt. A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pick.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Flacco leads to Lindsey on the draw. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Mike. Behind set, Renee. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Flacco now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. Flacco from the gun. And that's caught by Landry for a Bronco touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 31, Mariota. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 4th down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 34, right 34. Shoot, let's go. We got this. 34.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken at his 4.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because
blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Mariota hands to Henry. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Flacco from the shadow of the goalpost. He's got Jake Butt, his tight end. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Flacco. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The end result, 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now Flacco. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Flacco will take to the air again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Watch the pass. Here we go. 36. 27.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Michael Pruitt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Succop for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsay. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Flacco. Flushed out right. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check. Hey! Monday!
First and 10 here for Flacco. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it second down.
At the 18-yard line.
Ready! Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Once more, it's Flacco. Complete to Bryant. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Third and just one. It's Flacco. To Bryant. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Gun.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and goal from the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Hey, Monday. Gun. Hey, alert 3. 80.
They'll try to draw Lindsey. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
The stop made by Jarrell Casey. A 2-yard pickup.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Now Flacco. And that's caught by Landry for a Denver touchdown. Jarvis Landry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A first down throw for Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Mariota. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And an alley to run. And now off to the races, down the right side. A huge play there for Denver. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Guys, ready? Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yep. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 2nd and 11 now. Flacco. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Check, check, check. One. 45, Mike, 45. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Here we go again.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Titans on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Right 34. Drop deep. 34 is the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let's go, hey.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 23. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to bringing him down defensively.
Second and 9 at the 36-yard line.